Hold on.
Don't.
No?
No, because when you go live, it'll show that I'm live with you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
I, we're live. We're live. We're live.
Oh, no, that.
Yeah. Hey, like, hello, hello, hello. We are live. You hear us getting it together over here, right? So I
Always.
am here with Crystal Parker, the MP. She is so I mean, what can I say about Crystal? Crystal is just a fabulous Crystal with True Savvy Wellness Solutions. Crystal is going to be talking about IV hydration and how to start your own IV hydration business at the Health and Wealth Expo Virtual Summit. We were talking with Maggie earlier, who's going to be talking about how to start a legal nurse consulting business during the summit. And we spoke with Dr. Ebony Gray yesterday. So you guys are in for such a treat.
Yes.
And I have to say that, so IV hydration, this was the business that changed my life, right? And I have to say that because starting my wellness business, it really it gave me my passion back, right? After transitioning from the traditional setting, it was starting my wellness business that was really made me feel like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be helping the community. I'm supposed to be teaching people how to lose weight. Like I'm supposed to be teaching people the importance of health promotion. And it's just taken off from there. And so Crystal has her own IV hydration business as well. And you also do hormone replacement therapy, all right? You
Yes.
do,
Yes.
and you do
I
weight
do
loss, right?
and I do weight loss. Yep. Yep. I do
Nice. All of it, right? All of it. So you guys are in for such a treat. So Crystal is going to be you're going to be the first session. Crystal's going to be talking about all things how to start an IV hydration business at the Health and Wealth Expo, a virtual summit on February 22nd. And just to give you guys the rundown once again, we're going to be talking about how to start an IV hydration business, how to start a leading nurse consulting business, how to start a mental health practice as a nurse practitioner, government contracting. And of course, we got to talk about financial literacy. So I have to reiterate that. And don't forget the all access session where you're going to learn how to access funding for those businesses. And like Maggie previously said, this isn't just about starting businesses. This is a mindset change. This is a lifestyle change. So, and you're going to learn all of that at the expo. And I wanted to kind of have the speakers come on and share a little bit about what they're going to be talking about. So, Krista, go ahead. How about you share, just highlight, one thing that you're going to be talking about at the expo?
Sure, sure. So to introduce myself, my name is Crystal Parker. I'm a nurse practitioner here in Southern California. I started my IV hydration business about 5 years ago. And like you said, Dr. Lindra, is just life-changing, such a mindset shift. Just learning and growing so much every day, really putting emphasis on your personal development when you start a business, because you realize those things in entrepreneurship where you're a little bit lazy in some things because you just, you just show up to work and do your job. Well, in entrepreneurship, you cannot be that way. So you have to learn how to, personally develop yourself. Like you said, financial literacy. I'm now 5 years later realizing I need financial literacy. So, IV hydration has been great. I have a couple businesses as all of us entrepreneurs, and when you guys decide to be an entrepreneur, you will see, you kind of see all these things you want to do and you can do them. It's just about choosing to focus on one first, growing that, and then switching to the next. So I do own a med spa, or I don't even like to call it a med spa anymore. It's a wellness spa because I do IV hydration, hormone therapy, and weight loss. And I started with my business partner, True Savvy Wellness Solutions, where we coach nurses, healthcare professionals on how to start their own IV hydration business. Because when you have the mindset shift and you see all these people who are, let's be frank, less educated than you, starting these businesses and growing them and making lots of money, you start to think, why can't I do that? And then once you learn how to do that, you want to go back and reach your friends who are stuck at the bedside or doing, getting burnout on nurses on how to, in fact, do the same thing. So that's what I do. We have coached our businesses, again, True Savvy Wellness Solutions, and our program is called IV Hydration Revealed. We've been doing that. I think we're on 3 years now. And we have coached over 200 well over 200 nurses by now to open and start their IV hydration business with our 60-day blueprint. So you can, and we have had people start their business in 60 days, their IV hydration business. And that's what I teach, how to do that, how to be successful in it, and how to grow your business and add on more services.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. So you guys are going to be being taught by the expert in how to start your IV hydration business. She is, I felt like she was the perfect person to come and teach this session. So thank you so much for running that down. Why do you think people who may be on the fence about attending the Health and Wealth Expo, why do you think they should come?
I think that they should come to just to see how it is, see that there's other nurses doing all sorts of things that you may not have even thought about, because that was what was eye-opening to me. I remember when I was looking to start a business, I needed to get around like-minded people. So I actually flew 4 months pregnant or 5 months pregnant in the middle of the night, overnight, to go to a brunch, and that was such a crazy trip. I like slept in the airport. I had to walk around Bourbon Street pregnant. I literally had to sit in the mall for like 3 hours because they had air conditioning just so I can make this brunch. But that brunch changed my life. Just going there, I wanted to start IV hydration. I didn't know how to, but at that brunch, they happened to be honoring somebody who taught IV hydration. I was like, oh my God, this was so worth it. So that's why it's important. If you have even the inkling that you want to start a business, go out and find people who are doing the thing. So I think that the summit is excellent that you're throwing this on, to have people come for free and share our knowledge, to be able to show that it is possible. And I think once, people and nurses, healthcare professionals know that it's possible, then that kind of ignites the flame, and then it's on from there. So yeah.
I thank you for sharing that story, because I think it's two things that you mentioned that I want to point out. And I think it's so important because to your point, one situation can change your life. One circumstance, one meeting, one phone call, one encounter can truly, truly change your life, and it can change your mindset. And I think it's important. The fact that you went through trains, planes, and buses to get to where you need to go, and you got there, and look at where you are now. And the beauty of and you also mentioned that, you're still learning financial literacy. And the beauty of one of the things that we're talking about at the expo and why it's so important is because finance is about one of the things we're going to be talking about is financial literacy. Far too often, we get into business, or we just get into even nursing, our nursing careers. And no one really teaches us about the financial aspects, or how we should be saving, or what we should be doing with not just our business fund as entrepreneurs, but what should we be doing with our money on everyday basis. And so that's why it's important that we blend the health and wealth aspects of the Health and Wealth Expo. I mean, for those of you who have been following me, for me, stepping out of the traditional setting of healthcare and starting my business, that was health for me. That was health promotion, right? And then going into entrepreneurship is what introduced me to what wealth could look like, or what wealth looked like, hence the Health and Wealth Expo, right? So I say this to say you're absolutely right. And you mentioned free. Now, we have a sponsor that we're able to access. You're able to access for the next 48 hours. I am going to give the next 100 people free access due to one of our gracious sponsors. So you have them to thank. So for the next 48 hours, make sure that you guys log into healthandwealthexpos.com. And thank you for bringing that up, because I don't think I mentioned it earlier when I was on with Maggie. And that's important. So that people so that's important. I believe the Eventbrite link is open, and the Health and Wealth Expos link is open as well. You can log into healthandwealthexpos.com. And it's going to be for the next 100 people. Now, the first 50 people, it went quick. So the next 100 people, I want you guys to go ahead and log into healthandwealthexpos.com, where you can visit the Eventbrite link and you can get free access to the expos. Now, the all access pass, that is an all access upgrade, because you're going to be getting, and that's so worth it. Let me tell you, you're going to be getting access to how to fund these businesses that we're going to be talking about. And because we're going to say how to start a IV hydration business, how to start a legal nurse. Okay, how do I fund these businesses, right? How do I fund it? So that's what you're going to be getting access, and you're going to get access to the replays with the all access pass. Now, standard access is going to be free. The replays you're going to have, you get the all access pass, and you get access to the replays. And that's some of the questions that I've been asked, like, oh, are they going to be replays going to be available? Yeah, get the all access pass. That way, if you can't make it on the 22nd, you have the all access pass so that you can access all of this great information that these experts are going to be sharing with you. So I thank you so much for sharing your expertise. And really, I'm looking forward to the step-by-step guidance that you're going to be giving
Yes,
to
yes,
like to the nurses and to the to the nurses or healthcare professionals, because you don't necessarily, I guess that's one nugget we can give them, right? You don't necessarily have to be a nurse to start an IV hydration business, right?
No. And we always tell people you don't have to be a healthcare professional to start a business. Anybody can start a business. It's just about who you need to hire to get the job done. And so you got my coaching hat on now because you mentioned the financial literacy. And one thing we do as nurses and healthcare professionals is that we are used to trading time for money. I think that's the biggest mindset shift that you get. So with the financial literacy, right now we're thinking, oh, like me, if I need extra, I'll go work a shift. That has to change when you get into your business. So those are some of the things we'll be talking about: how to fund your own business, or how to fund your business using what we call OPM, other people's money, because there is a way to do that. And that is why it's so important to get around these circles and groups of people who have done this. We've all made the mistakes so that you don't have to. And that's the most important thing, and why coaching is so important. And these little nuggets that you pick up, from everyone is truly going to be a blessing. So yeah, I can't wait.
I know. I can't wait. We put this together so people don't have to go to YouTube University for it, right? You don't have to, try to Google your way to success.
Right,
This is
right.
why we put these summits together, so that people can really, really come learn from the experts, invest in yourself, right? That's what it's about. Investing in yourself, and investing in yourself means time. So set aside February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Join the sessions, join as many sessions as you want. Stay all day with us. That's what we want you to do, so that you can really take something away, and from here now start to build generational wealth, start to know what that looks like, and start to just really be able to escape the burnout, like just to get
Yeah.
away from what you're used to. Because sometimes that's all we need. Like, we need to get away from toxic environments, or we just need a change, right? And
Starting
maybe
it
you're
on the
not,
side. We
yeah,
teach them to start it on
exactly.
the side. People think that they have to, as Dr. Jones says, my partner, burn all the boats. Like, you don't have to quit your job to start something on the side. Start once you see, I just made $250 on an IV drip that I did for 30 minutes. Like, that
Right.
changes something in you, right? And then that sparks, and then it goes from there. But you can start these businesses on the side. You don't have to go full throttle. But again, you have to get yourself financially in a situation where you can do that. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining me. Let me put my glasses on so I can find the button. I can't keep them on because of the glare,
right.
but thank you so much for joining me today. And listen, guys, I hope to see you at the Health and Wealth Expo, a virtual summit on February 22nd. We're going to be going live from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can register at healthandwealthexpos.com. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you.